Area residents will once again read a single book and spend the summer in discussion groups and other events surrounding that book. This year's book is Persepolis. Alison Moss is the Head Reference Librarian at the Tippecanoe County Public Library and the One Great Read Committee Chair. She and West Lafayette Public Library Director Nick Schenkel join us with details on Persepolis this afternoon. Guys, thanks so much for coming in. Let's start with the book. It's post 9/11, and what's it about?
Well, the book actually takes place during the Iranian Revolution in the 80s. It's a coming-of-age story of a young woman and what the things that happened to her during that time period. So many things focus on the differences between Middle Eastern culture and Western culture, and this book tends to point out some of the surprising similarities between our cultures.
That we probably haven't been exposed to with all the talk about Islamic fundamentalism and those sorts of things. Nick, how was this book chosen?
This book was chosen by a committee. We've been doing this for a number of years now. The two libraries and Civic Theater and several other organizations get together and spend a couple of months actually meeting and discussing all the books that are out there. And this year we thought we'd be different this year and choose something that is not only a book but is a graphic novel, which is different for us.
If you could open that up and show the folks what it's like. It looks like it's an easy read.
There's not a whole lot of text. The pictures and the text marry each other very well and pull the story through very nicely. If you haven't read a graphic novel, if you haven't read a graphic novel in many years, this is a great place to start. It's got a really good story to tell, and the pictures as well as the print lead you into it.
Now you're having a kickoff on July 1st. What's going to happen there, Alison?
That will be at West Lafayette Public Library, and I believe that yesterday we talked about possibly having it in the amphitheater. We will have music. The program for the summer will be introduced, and probably refreshments.
Okay, and that starts at 6:45, I think, p.m.
Correct.
On July 1st.
Correct.
And then following that kickoff event, there's a bunch of activities, Nick. What's on the tap there?
Yes, there are indeed. We're going to have book discussion groups at all of the community's libraries, as well as a couple of the retail establishments in town. We'll be showing the movie and discussing it afterwards, and also we have some additional programs, some cultural programs based on Persian and Iranian culture that we'll be announcing as well.
Okay.
We'll have Persian storytelling, Persian archaeology. We'll have a couple of discussion groups about graphic novels and comic books. We even have one where people can bring their favorite comic. You know, if they have a comic from when they were a kid.
And a list of those events is forthcoming, and it will be available at both libraries, and I suspect at bookstores around the greater Lafayette area.
As many places as we can make it available.
Okay, guys, thanks so much for coming in. Persepolis is this year's One Great Read. Have a great summer, guys. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.